Remember the last time you had a team that played as well as you did defensively in the first half?
No, actually. Is that a trick question, or were you going to tell me when it was? We did a really good job. They're a really good team. They're 4-0. They played either the hardest or the second hardest non-conference schedule. They're scoring more points than anybody else in the conference. They're making a billion threes. You know, whatever you say that they were off a little or not, I think we contributed to that. We were really focused on defense. Right off the bat, some of those back cuts and things, we were concerned about the three-point shot, but also the drives and the back cuts, and we were turning our head the right direction. We were jumping the ball. They threw a couple of them straight to us because we were right there. So I thought our team did a tremendous job defensively. I know the numbers will tell you that. It's not rocket science, but just as far as executing the defense too, we were in the right spots, and that's why we were getting the steals and why we were getting the stops. It was really, really well done.
I mean, to hold a team that, is leading the conference in points per game to just 12 in the first half. They had no field goals in the second quarter. What does that say about your girls?
Well, the thing that I think it shows is early on, we talked about it last week, Jim and I, but early on we were really offensively kind of slicing and dicing people. In the last few games, for sure the last three, but probably part of the Portland game, also part of the Missouri State game, we've really been able to rely on defense as well. Not that our offense hasn't been good, but we're well-rounded. And if it's kind of like a player who's a real defensive-minded player who then kind of finds their shot and they can do everything and they're difficult, I think our team, we've shown that we can play great offense. We've shown that we can really play great defense. And if we can get them together, then I think that we're going to be a hard out for any team that comes into this place or any place we go to just on any given night.
The team that you believe can win a national championship?
We need to keep getting better. But if we could figure out a way to click like we did in the second quarter and then score points like we did in the third and first quarter, then you never know. We got a long ways to go before that. But I think we're capable of winning a lot of games. And right now we're focused on the next one. But we're always trying to get better than the last game. So, we're hoping to play a better game on Saturday than we did tonight.
Was it a classic case where your defense really created your offense tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get, I don't know how many runouts we got. I'll have to look at the film, but it certainly allowed us to push. That first, I think it was the first quarter where everybody was gassed because there wasn't a whistle for a long time. We didn't get to the media till about the three-minute mark. We were able to outlast them, and we continued to yell, push, we got to run, because we were getting stops. And you can't transition if you don't get stops. I mean, some teams are better at it than others. You can move the ball quickly, but it's not really transition if you don't get a stop, a steal, a defensive rebound, and then an outlet pass or whatever it is. So it certainly sprung us ahead. I don't know if it created all of our offense, but it definitely got us in the right direction.
They were having a lot of fun out there, especially in the second half. I saw quite a few smiles, and just the way they were passing the ball around. Was practice a little bit more loose, a little more different this week?
No. if you know me, I actually smile a lot off the court, but I told the bench at one point, I'm still going to coach you, and I'm not crazy because I'm coaching you because that was a bad play. It was something early in the fourth quarter, and I don't think we always have fun. We try to create fun in practice, but it's not light. It's a huge week. It's an important week for us, and we're back at home, and so I would say we're focused, and that's fun. And making baskets and making plays is fun. The way we play basketball is fun, where you're helping each other, you're passing, getting your teammates open. So I think all of those things could be called fun.
Do you have to coach them down from a high like this to get back focused on Saturday?
I don't think so. I mean, Pacific is really good. Also, they've got all these transfers. They've got really good individual players. They're playing well together. I don't know how they played tonight, but I think that our team knows how good Pacific is. We have a lot of respect for their program as well. So I hope not, but I think that tomorrow it's a new challenge. They do things a little bit differently. They don't shoot a billion threes, and they don't run this 5-out. They run some different stuff. So we'll have a short amount of time to just refocus and hopefully be ready on Saturday.
How much fun was it from a player's perspective defensively? Because defense usually isn't fun for players, but it looked like you guys were having a lot of fun just shutting them down.
Yeah, St. Mary's, they always are just really tough and really good. So we knew that we had to come out playing really tough to match that. They have some really good shooters, and I think Lisa said they average like 10 threes a game. So we also knew that we needed to key in on that. And so especially just in that first half, keeping them to teens or whatever they scored was really, really fun. And I personally love defense, and so I thought it was really fun, and I'm just really proud of my team because they did an awesome job.
Were you surprised to look up and see 12 on the board at halftime?
Yeah, definitely, because they do have some really good offensive players, and so that was really surprising, but also our team did come ready, and so I'm really proud of them, and I don't know. I guess I was surprised, but not too surprised because I knew that our team would be locked in.
It seemed like you guys really were looking to pound it down low on them as well. Was it more successful maybe than you thought it would be?
We did know that they were a little bit undersized, but we figured that they might have to double or, do something because they were a little bit undersized compared to our bigs. If that was the case, we were just going to kick it out to our guards. So it's always fun when we do have a good post game inside, but. Yeah, I mean, we just do what the defense gives us, and our guards were doing an awesome shot, making their shots, and we had really good screens, so just all around it was really good.
So, last time you played this team, it was a double overtime or something like that, thriller in the conference tournament.
Yep.
And now you look and you see that you almost double them up in points here tonight. What does that say about how far, it's a different year, different players, but what does it say about how much you guys have improved?
Yeah, I'm really proud of our team. We definitely lost some big key players last year, and so we knew that we needed to step up in ways to fill different things that they did. And I think that we are definitely finding our identity and kind of becoming more of a defensive team, which is always what you want. And so I'm really proud of them for that, and I think that our new players are stepping in and filling spots really nicely. So.
Any thoughts on, Pacific? They're kind of just right behind you now in the conference standings. Your thoughts on facing them on Saturday, and how do you kind of calm down from this big win here tonight, and get ready for that team?
Yeah, super excited. We'll have to focus on them tomorrow at practice. They always play us really tough and scout us really well. They've got some really tough players inside and just play super physical. So we just need to match that and come ready to play.
You come into half, you look up at the scoreboard, you got 12 points on the board. That kind of surprised you?
Yeah, we thought this was going to be a really difficult game. They came in undefeated just like us. I think they're the only other team, so we had a really strong game plan for them, and I think our execution defensively and offensively, they didn't have a lot of answers for a lot of our things until they had to change things. But defensively, we scouted them really well, and that 12 points really helped us out because it's hard to come back. It's hard to come back from that.
You ever remember this club playing as well as you guys did defensively in that first half?
No, we were in sync. I mean, we know that St. Mary's is an amazing three-point shooting team, and with that, you have to be in your spot. You can't give them open threes, and they got them. They had open threes, but most of them were contested, and they averaged 10 threes a game. We cut them to 4, and so just being in our spots and everyone working together defensively, really, I think this was one of our best defensive games by far. 12.5 is amazing.
I was going to say, did you sense the frustration from them offensively as the game went along?
Yeah, they were trying to definitely, they were gunning for more shots. It was hard. They weren't falling, so they kept going and going, and I could see that they were frustrated. They're three-point shooters. They were getting not as good as looks, which made the shots difficult that they were shooting, and they kind of had to turn to other people and get really difficult shots. So when they did get fouled, they got a lot of free throws, I think. So they had to turn to other things.
You go into halftime up big. What's said in the locker room during the half to keep you guys just on point to come out, and the way you played in the third, maybe your best quarter? How did you guys stay focused when you're up that big? What's said?
Yeah, it's hard to be up that big, but our coach says, Lisa says all the time, just don't get tired of doing the right things. If something's working, don't try to change your game plan. And to keep us focused, Lisa never, she's just not cocky. She's like, can't describe it, but she's going to act like we're down. She's going to talk to us like it's 0-0. She's not going to say, okay, you're up 20, you're doing great. No, she's going to find stuff. You went under a flare once, you did this, and to keep us on our game. And we always look at it like 0-0. We can't look at it because we were down 20 against Portland and came back. You can't ever feel comfortable, and that's what Lisa's really good at, making us motivated to keep going.
Pacific's on the horizon, and coming off a win this big against a rival in the conference. How do you get ready for that game?
Yeah, so definitely have to take it game by game. We haven't got a lot of time yet on Pacific just because we had to focus on our now on St. Mary's. And for that game, I know it's always a battle with Pacific, but to get ready for that, we just, like we did today, we got to go over our game plan and scout them and know what people like to do. They have shooters, they have slashers, drivers. They're a good team, so we're going to have to really scout them and remember what they do and just play to the best we can, really.